Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, dear friends. This is our first meeting for 2025, I realize, in this particular formation. And the year has certainly begun with, a huge amount of stress and suffering for the human body. And so if we bring ourselves into a place of quiet, let's just close our eyes and settle where we are in our different geographies. Bringing to mind our human family and all the kingdoms of nature. We quieten our breathing. I was sent a poem this morning by Seamus Heaney, the Irish poet. It felt very relevant to this time. Even though it speaks of a one-to-one relationship, this is a relationship with our entire family. So I thought I'd share it with you. It's titled Scaffolding. Masons, when they start upon a building, are careful to test out the scaffolding. Make sure that planks won't slip at busy points. Secure all ladders, tighten bolted joints. And yet all this comes down when the job's done, showing off walls of sure and solid stone. So if, my dears, there are sometimes seems to be old bridges breaking between you and me, never fear. We may let the scaffolds fall, confident that we have built our wall. The questions that we sent out in the registration email for this Capricorn full moon meeting were, where do we find ourselves as a group as we enter 2025? How do we recognize the work ahead of us as we consider the turbulence through which humanity is passing? How do we adapt to the rapidly changing circumstances? And what might we identify as our most effective role in service to the whole? So these are the questions that we will take together into today's meeting. And bless you all for being here as we work together. Bless us all as we work together.
Thank you, Claire, for this wonderful poem. Yes, here we are in 2025. So it's time to let the scaffolding go and stand together in all our strength and presence. This meeting, our gathering in the garden, is following the monthly rhythm when we meet every month at the time of the full moon, following the movement of our beautiful star sun through the zodiac. And at each time, we tune with qualities of each zodiacal sign, diving together into depths of vibration of that sign, allowing that quality to enter us, strengthening our capacity. We do it in various ways. We use adapted meditation from discipleship in the New Age, with the meditation on 12 qualities. Instead of suggested qualities by the Master DK, we bring our focus to qualities of each sign using the same format. We start every time with recollecting qualities of the previous month that each of us expressed. Normally, we use for that recording of our own voices. Last meeting in Sagittarius, we had very full sharing. And so today, we will start our meeting by bringing our synthetic group poem of Sagittarius through voices of 6 of us of the coordination group, when we will, each of us will share those, will read what been shared last time. And then we will go into our candle lighting ceremony, which Daniela will explain more about it later, where each of us will link to qualities of Capricorn through which Sun is passing now, activating those qualities in our group circle through sharing. So, without further ado, we bring our focus to the sign of Sagittarius, activating the qualities of that beautiful sign through what been shared in our circle back then. And I will start by reading those impressions, and we will go then one by one. Sagittarius, 2024. One-pointedness. Ignore the non-essential, ethereal elements of life. Focus on love, cooperation, compassion, and understanding.
Continuous unfoldment. I see the goal, I reach that goal, and then I see another. Move from soul consciousness to treadle awareness. In that, the highest and the lowest link as continuous circulatory flow of life. And in that circulation, purpose, plan, manifestation are all one, and it includes both freedom and order to be in that circulation. We stand in that awareness and support circulatory flow to the next step.
Upon and in the field of magnetic receptivity, we stand poised in patient concentration and energetic optimism, aspiring to release our flaming arrows with clear direction, responsible wisdom, and loving wonder.
The lightning arrows of synthesis flowing into our group chalice are sufficient to the demand. Believe all is well through gifts of peace and the heart.
Sagittarius's arrow draws attention not to itself, but rather to the next goal and only there, allowing those who need direction to efficiently see what is to be done next.
To stay sufficiently still and receptive in the now so that the direction can be made clear and more focused, and to keep the hospitality and the sanctuary at the core of our attention.
Make a joyful noise unto the Lord. Serve the Lord with gladness. Come before his presence with singing. The Lord is good, his mercy is everlasting, and his truth endures through all generations. Give love, give hospitality, one pointedness in love and cooperation. Be the change one wants to see in the world. And it's in our daily practical life how we can enrich our lives and others. Be swift to love and make haste to be kind.
The direction of the archer to envision goal, which can be described as a self-forgetfulness and selfless expression.
Sagittarius is a point of balance, where vision is constantly deepened and meaningful activity expanded. The steady eye is developed, which perceives clearly the higher spiritual values. Prior to loosening the arrow of mental power with purposeful intention towards the goal to be achieved, this is a quality, as it develops, which will carry humanity to the portal of initiation. A will-inspired energy on a beam of directed, focused light. A light so compelling and one-pointed that the next immediate goal to be achieved by the human family stands fully revealed.
Sagittarius is like a beautiful wind blowing from afar, clearing our minds and fanning up the flames in our hearts, thus opening the vision of the path.
The energy of the will. Balance the fiery presence of the soul, the heart, the mind, and enrich the vitality of each being that the group intuition support and group heart love.
Mhm.
And now as we focus this Sagittarius crystal on our Malala beads, we're moving our attention to Capricorn. So Capricorn 2025. And I invite Katya to start this sharing, bringing our focus to the energy of Capricorn. Over to you, Katya.
Mm-hmm. On that path that started much earlier than Sagittarius, it started in Leo, was tested in Scorpio, played in Sagittarius, and it's coming to the highest point in Capricorn. It is well known that Capricorn is the sign of initiation. Pardon me. And it is both the deepest, hardest density of the matter and the highest point that we can reach before we travel down into the valley of pain and sorrow to serve. There is a moment of connecting with the light. Connecting in a way that allows that line, supernal, pass through us, through our centers, through our 7 centers, and those lights can become the beams of light on the path. At this point, we see the lines of power, and we also see the depth of karma, because the cardinal cross, the line Capricorn Cancer, allows us to just really gauge where we're at and what we will be needing to work with. It is the hard line, the energy of will overshadows that sign. Also through the festival of every 7 years, when we align with a greater constellation and draw that will to good for those who are serving the goodwill. All the groups can be strengthened by this energy. So every time we come to the point of Capricorn, every time we can realign with that energy, with that impulse, and use it to support our capacity to work with the process of initiation, with the principle of initiation. We are in the last stretch before the 7-year cycle will come to the point of culmination in 2026. And 2025 is upon us. So as disciples, as a working group and working groups, we'll get our impressions and revelations. So in order to hold that, let us align with the Capricorn and Cancer, and seal life in Leo and charge in Scorpio that comes to the Capricorn. Let us be light and bring that light forward. And so with that, let us work.
Thank you, Katya. So we now prepare for meditation, and we always start our meditation with the candlelighting ritual as a way of building our connection through the space. It's our way to transcend the limitations of space and actually connect in one etheric space, in our etheric garden. And so I invite Daniela to guide us through this ritual. Over to you, Daniela.
Hello, friends. Welcome to our Capricorn part of the journey. And we will be, as usual, lighting our candles, adding the light and the warmth into the etheric heart of our group heart. And we'll say where we are calling from, and as well, we invite you to everybody to state, to voice a quality of Capricorn that resonates at this time, mostly with you. So I'll start. Daniela is my name. I'm calling from Brussels, Belgium, and I'm lighting this light for the coming of the greater light into this world, for its manifestation, and may it become obvious to everyone. The quality I'm calling in, Capricornian quality that I'm calling in, is kindness that comes from the experience on and off the path. And so I will be passing the talking baton to Andrea.
Hello, everyone. I just wonder about my message. I'm Andrea Ross, and I'm calling today from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And I'm lighting my candle with so much loving gratitude to be with all of you as we stand at the eve of the Capricorn full moon. And the quality that I would bring is choosing eternal love. And I will pass to Jillian.
Hello everyone, sorry about the camera. I've just tried to put my camera on the night light, but it didn't work very well, so I'll forget it, but you'll hear me light the thingy, I hope. Yes, it has lit. And my thought is choosing the right direction. And I will pass to Adam. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'd like to say that as we meditated, I was feeling a frequency, and I'm feeling something that is very unusual, but I had this memory that it was the frequency of the soul moving into embodiment. I felt like a recalibration of my cells. I felt like there was a consciousness and an awareness of which is the most powerful thing and most beautiful thing, and that we are receiving it now through the meditation and the group. So thank you very much.
Adam, would you call in somebody else into the circle, please?
You know, I'm not sure who has already spoken, so I don't know if I can do that.
Okay, let me try then. Karen, how about you? Thank you, Adam.
Hello. I'm speaking from Denmark. In the light, I want to wish for us all is stability. Thank you. And I would bring it to Judith Harrison.
Thank you. So this is Judy, and I'm calling in from Brewster, Massachusetts, USA. Very happy to be with everyone. as we stand in this initiating energy together. The light that I would like to bring in from Capricorn is the idea of light supernal, which to me is wholeness. It is basically all of the fusion of all of the 7 rays, which when we stand as humanity is what we aspire to be. Thank you. And I will call in Katya.
Hi, Katja Kaufman, calling from New York. And the quality of Capricorn, it's I bring in is the ability to withstand, not to oppose, but truly withstand, accept, and carry through. Thank you. And I will call on Alan, if you could speak.
I'm here for my first time and thought I would just be participating energetically, so I don't have a candle or flame ready. And I would like to bring into the circle, as I'm in a fire area in Southern California, the resilience of spirit. And I'm not sure who remains.
A hint, like Kiki.
Yes,
Maybe.
Kiki.
Yes.
Whoops, multiple stages. Hello, everyone. The candle. It's here somewhere. Whoops. Much love to everybody. I bring in Capricorn endurance and a little something we just read earlier in another group. Love is the coherent force which makes all things whole. So blessings to all. And now I have to hold on, get the gallery view back. They've taken it away. Simone, have you been?
Not yet.
Okay.
So thank you for passing the light. Thank you for passing the light, calling from New York. And I think we are at a moment where we need more and more to master our lower mind and align with the soul will. And I call, let's see, Joe Waltz. Was he? Oh,
So she, yes.
I do
he
not
or she.
camera available. I apologize. And I am lighting the spark in my heart as the flame to unite with all of the hearts in this group and our group heart. And the quality that I would offer today is in Capricorn, strength of purpose to concretize the light, the illumination that we receive into meaningful ways to expand soul consciousness and humanity. And I think, was I the last?
No, there is Alexander and Claire.
Oh.
Still.
Alexander.
Joe. Hi, my name is Alexander. I'm joining from Brooklyn, New York, and I'm lighting the candle. Starting. More fire, more flame. Quality of Capricorn that speaks to me today at this point is humility and humbleness of it comes with experience of this supernal light. And as that light passes through us, very humbling. And I'm past the light baton to New Zealand.
Hi, everyone. I'm Claire, and I'm calling in from the South Island of New Zealand on the Otago Peninsula. And I will light my candle. And the qualities of Capricorn that are with me at the moment are patience and fortitude. Thank you.
So now that we linked our flames into group flame, linking across the space, we invite us to turn off our videos and close our eyes and recognize and align with our inner togetherness as we enter into meditation. We visualize our group circle gathered around the flame of the group heart. the group chalice. Polarize yourself consciously upon the mental plane, tuning out all low vibrations and reactions. Visualize the group rainbow bridge unfolding from the group heart center upward. Through an act of will, via the Antakarana, the rainbow bridge, orient towards the great ashram of Christ, spiritual hierarchy. We tune in with the vibration of the elders, taking our stand on the periphery of the ashram. We open our group consciousness towards the energies emanating from the sign of Capricorn. Reflect on the key qualities of Capricorn in your life, in group life, and in the life of our planet. Ponder deeply upon the qualities of Capricorn, endeavoring to extract the quality and life, thus lifting to the highest plane possible. We hold the reflective silence for 7 minutes. Sound Om and wait silently, holding the mind steady. This is the pause of reception. Express in your own words the highest truth of quality of Capricorn. Relate that quality to the present world opportunity, thus universalizing the quality, seeing its relationship to world affairs, its usefulness and spiritual value to humanity as a whole. Write down your impressions. Sound Om with the intent of refocusing back onto the mental plane. Reflect on the question. What might we identify is our most effective role in service in the world today? What might we identify as our most effective role in the world's service today? Reflect on the idea that came in response to this question in connection with yourself, the disciple, active in service of Master's work, but not in connection with personality. Make this idea practical, enabling it to qualify you, enriching your life. Sound the Om with the intent of making the sensed idea a part of your very nature. As the disciple, you have realized that the knowledge of truth and the reception of ideas lays on you the responsibility to be a transmitter to others. We are now preparing to share our impressions in the group circle, recognizing that the act of sharing brings our recognized ideas into the verbal substance, making it available to everyone in the group. And later, as we will radiate those impressions, available to the entire human race. So we are now opening our group circle for sharing our impressions. When you are ready, please unmute you following the short musical interlude.
I can begin the sharing. The quality of Capricorn that I held was the fusion of light into greater light, and the idea that it allows us to move into greater wholeness. It is an antakarana, or a line of light that moves from the greatest density into union with the Logos. It supports union and connection to all. So the first question of what is my role in service My greatest role, I believe, is to unify and unite and support the Deva of the United Nations, to bring forth a unity between nations, with each other, with its people, and with all kingdoms. The practical idea in my life is that I see that I am that, seeing a full circle of the two gates between incarnation and out of carnation, which supports the flow in life of birthing of ideas and then their expansion.
Thank you, Judy. I will share my experience of the silence was a very real and clear sense of the notes that were underlying the mindful silence of the group. And the note would shift and then move up to create a chord, and then moving up in an octave by octave way, in which a beautiful unity was created. And then as we were closing, getting to the close of the silence, what came through was the beautiful mantra that is sung, Om Mani Padme Om, which actually, I don't think the translation really embodies the experience of that coming through at this time, because there is that meaning of the Om being the mind of a particular group, and I think it also expanded out to include others. And there was a sense that this, the Mani, the jewel, the motivation for compassion and love and enlightenment, to unite with the Padme, which is wisdom, the lotus. So it became almost like a dance of sound, unveiling the jewel in the lotus of the group, but beyond the group, this unity that we are beginning to achieve with those who are part of the new group of world servers, is my sense. And in terms of my particular part, to continue to sound the note that I've been called to sound for many years, and expand that and be inclusive of others, and to include the sounding of the teachings into the need of humanity at this time in response to these cries that are coming forth. The suffering is great. This transition into the new civilization is full of challenges, and the myriad, but the lovely collection of group experiences and group intention that is being held here and in other groups really is becoming more and more unified. I find my note blending and merging into those efforts. It's subjective in form, and yet on a frequent basis, as an individual, I am called to respond in some way to assist groups and individuals. And it's a beautiful chorus, a beautiful lament in a way, and yet a celebratory sounding of the Devic realm into the new civilization.
During the meditation, I was reminded of that one scene in the Mary Magdalene movie. Towards the end, Christ and Magdalene are seated after a lot have happened, and he tells her something like, "You now see what I mean, right?" And she nods. They smile and they have a soft chuckle together. And this is the kindness that I perceive as one of the qualities of Capricorn. This kindness towards those who are in front, higher on the mountain, because we know what they went through. Towards those that are a little bit lower, because we know what they still need to go through. The kindness that we need to give ourselves as well, for no matter how we judge the position we are on that mountain, we are there and persisting and climbing upwards. And also kindness towards the path itself. It is made of some kind of substance, and it has some kind of awareness. So at least it perceives our energies, our etheric messages. Yes, kindness radiating from all of us on the path.
As one planetary serving group, I saw us as one in the meditation. It was actually the flames that we lit that then became a unified flame that spread and became that flame of Christ that is in each part of humanity. And so I chose we instead of I, as I was impressed in our aspiration to turn the darkness into day and sharing that discovered supernal illumination and subsequently the eternal love that is such a force within it, so that we may all stand smiling in enlightened unity at the threshold of initiation. And this requires that we are all filled with courage and optimistic trust. And just like Daniela says, the foundation of it all is never forgetting to be kind. And in that, compassionately eager to bear the burdens of others, humbly we remember the incarnational promise that was made to serve with so much gratitude and always in joy.
I mean, the sense of quality of Capricorn came as a penetrating light. Was somewhat unexpected. It was almost like the laser beam that we visualize in the Dispel and Glamour meditation. Later, when reflecting already in meditation on this, I remembered that the glyph of Capricorn, the true glyph of Capricorn, has never been given to us. And so the glyph that we know is a veil, the veil to true quality, the true light. And so that's my recognition, is that true quality of Capricorn is such an intensity that's, in order to receive it, to avail us to that light, we have to be ready. We have to be stand as a group, and we actually are. We actually ready to be open to that intensity. And then when reflecting on the role of our role, the word radiation came. So as we receive the intensity of that supernal light, our work is to absorb it and transmit it through radiation outside. It's pretty much as that formula of that the disciples, the groups receive the energy of the will to good and radiate the goodwill. So our work, our role is to receive the intensity of light supernal and to be in constant, steady radiation. And our work is radiation.
I thought that the group should carefully identify the direction that humanity needs to take at any given point, because situations change, and then aim as a group to help them take that direction and move forward. And for me, I've got to continue to work on forgetting the self and help humanity and the lower kingdoms through my work to evolve correctly.
Is it me? Okay. Making our breath to a holy bridge that connect and offer from the higher to the lower is one of the disciples' service. Thank you.
The quality of Capricorn I saw, especially at a moment in history when the world is facing multiple crises, is the opportunity to transform the material world to inner spiritual wisdom, recognize that all individuals are deeply interconnected.
This is Claire, and the image of the network of light was very much present during our meditation. And the words, the same net holds us all. And then a kind of a riff, if you like, on the word hold. It's many, many meanings. That to hold means to provide structure and support and community. It implies an embrace. We hold ideas, people, landscapes, so much dear. It means to hold, we hold things fast, but without attachment. To hold means to bear and to carry, to have within. And the net itself implies flexibility. And it also has an innate tensile strength that enables us to hold each other up and to uphold values. And there's also that invitation to hold accountable or to hold ourselves and each other responsible and responsive at this time. The same net holds us all.
If you didn't share yet but would like to do it now, please do it. Otherwise, you can silently offer into the group chalice your impressions.
This is Alan sharing my main impression, which is the joy of joining another of the scores of groups that are participating in the 2025 initiative with their own note and many chords and many similar notes, all for supporting, aiding if we can, the hierarchy and the work they're doing in the conclave, and our calling as one of the many groups that, along with individuals, that make up the new group of world servers. Thank you.
As we hold in our group chalice, vibrantly receptive, let us hold another couple minutes of silence, invoking the energy of synthesis. To recognize the most resonant ideas that's been shared and that resonated within us. Preparing to offer one seed into the flame of synthesis. It can be one word, one phrase, or one sentence that expresses for you the most resonant quality of Capricorn now. And as we prepare to do that, Claire, may I invite you to go to the previous slide and sound the same music for us in preparation for synthesis. I invite us now to sound the group poem that will be recalled as we gather during the time of the Aquarius festival. We summarize our seats as an act of focusing the group thought substance in the group chalice. When you are ready to share, please unmute yourself.
The word fulfillment, 3 words, a triplicity, full, fill, and a nod to the past meant fulfillment of the promise of service. We fill the chalice. We achieve the goal. We can turn in Aquarius with the water of life.
Radiance.
Magnetic unification through light.
With optimistic trust and courage, we illuminate our every thought, word, and action as we serve humanity and all of Earth's kingdoms with committed intention to bring us all into the space, the beautiful garden of collective enlightenment, freedom, and joy.
Divine progress.
Conscious presence.
Love in service.
Through light of initiation, ability to work with karma.
A completed point of view.
To walk and serve with tenderness, to hold dear.
You may silently offer your seat into the group synthesis flame. Using the creative imagination and seeing yourself as a responsible transmitter, doing the work of the ashram. Breathe out the ideas as formulated, living thought form into the great stream of mental substance which is ever playing upon the human consciousness. The souls of all are one, and we are one with them. We seek to love, not hate. We seek to serve and not exact due service. We seek to heal, not hurt. Let pain bring due reward of light and love. Let the soul control the outer form and life and all events, and bring to light the love that underlies the happenings of the time. Let vision come and insight. Let the future stand revealed. Let inner union demonstrate and outer cleavages be gone. Let love prevail. Let all people love. Thank you, friends. Over to you, Claire.
Thank you, friends, for full presence and each other's company today. Our vessels are full as we say goodbye to each other and continue on our way. We'll close today with the Gayatri. O thou who givest sustenance to the universe, from whom all things proceed, and to whom all things return, unveil to me the face of the true spiritual sun, hidden by a disk of golden light, that I may know the truth and do my whole duty as I journey to thy sacred feet. I invite you to turn on your cameras so that we can say goodbye as we listen to the music, a piece by Holly Near called Listen. And blessings, everyone, on your way.
Listen to the voices of the First Nations. Listen to the voices of the First Nations, calling out the messages of the earth and sky, telling us what we need to know in order to survive. Listen to the voices of the First Nations. Listen to the voices of the old women. Listen to the voices of the old women, calling out the messages of the moon and sea, telling us what we need to know in order to be free. Listen to the voices of the old women. Listen to the voices of the young children. Listen to the voices of the young children, calling out the messages of the heart and soul, telling us what we used to know before the lies were told. Listen to the voices of the young children. Listen to the voices of the young children. Listen to the voices of the old women. Listen to the voices of the First Nations. Listen to the voices of the living.
Always connected. The same net holds us all. Much love.
Blessings.
These things.
Much love. Thank you.